a dead planet spinning wouldn't be worth the effort. And 0.8 gravity. Okay, let's go take some pictures while we still can.
Yeah.
At a time. One at a time. Is that so hard for you free to handle?
Yes.
Apparently, yes.
Yeah. We're gonna be hearing a lot of that inner peace.
Knight just grab the snapping turbo by sticking a very strong plunge on its back easy, and they're going to be lurking. Okay. Alright then.
Maybe we should slow down right here and let Rakir take a nap in the grass for a bit.
He just goes to sleep, wakes up, suddenly the moon is falling. It's dawn of the third day.
Whole new version
Something
of
like
the sky is falling, the sky is falling.
Oh, bloody heck.
I'm actually a bit unsure if I should ever stream the some of the older, or like old Zelda games. Like Twilight Princess and such, I would definitely be up for streaming at one point, but not so sure on Ocarina of Time and so. In part because, to be honest though, Ocarina of Time and the others have been streamed to absolute death and back.
Yeah. I have Ocarina of Time on my Nintendo 3DS, but I haven't hardly played it since I got it.
I have it and the Majora's Mask the Majora's Mask 3D version, 3DS version as well.
For a
This
second
woman
there, I thought you were
appears to have been
gonna say.
thrown. Good.
Sorry. For a second there, I thought you were gonna say the Mass Effect edition. And I was like, what?
This woman appears to have been thrown from the wreckage on impact. Inspecting a vehicle, you find an ancient paper book with the Bostra's outpost insignia printed on the cover. Okay.
That shuttle looks very
whatever
different
the hell
from
these
previous.
things are. Yep. That one's very excited. That or someone left coffee down here.
Thank you for giving me another song stuck in my head. I don't even know the original name of that old song.
What's that? Sing a little bit for us.
I'm so excited. I can't deny it.
And I cannot hide
can't
it.
hide it. I'm about to
I
lose
should know what
control
song
and
you're
I
talking
think
about
I
now.
like it. You think that's bad? Imagine trying to figure out what song is in your head and you've realized, God damn it, I got the Rolling Stones on my brain again because somehow I got out of having fucking Sympathy for the Devil stuck in my brain, and then a few weeks later I had Give Me Shelter stuck in my brain.
Yeah. For me, it's like if I want to have songs stuck in my head, then especially if it's during gameplay, I want it to be like, for example, if say we're in a jungle setting, then I want to have Guns N' Roses Welcome to the Jungle stuck in my head.
I want to just say thank you for that song. Before you even said that song's title, I already had it playing in my head.
Everyone knew where that one was going.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had to go through all the way, so just in case.
Yeah, wait.
What the?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
they need to fix that.
Tali's inspecting it for anything she can salvage. That's why she's crouching
And
next to it.
Yep. And apparently somebody needs to stick a lawnmower in that thing because there's fucking grass in the cockpit.
Okay,
I don't think that
saw
was
red.
the part you were thinking.
There's grass in the passenger area, so it stands to reason that there's grass in the cockpit, though. So. Oh.
3 for 1.
Let me get the soundboard ready here.
I saw you hiding there. You're up again? Okay. There we go. Now you're going down and down and down and down and down and down and down.
He's still going.
Who the fuck is...
Along with
What is
whatever that
that?
was.
He's still alive.
I have no idea what...
Box. One of the boxes that exploded.
Okay, I thought it came out of out of the Mako for some reason or such.
Shot yourself so hard that you blew something off. That would be one of those moments where it's
Okay.
like, if that happened, I'd be like, I didn't know this game had destruction physics.
Oh, bloody
Okay.
It would actually be a fun touch to a Mass Effect game, though. An eventual edition where they add like destructible environment physics.
So basically, Mass Effect. What am I thinking of?
Sledgehammer rounds.
Yeah, plus force
Yes.
and toxic.
Thank
Hit
you.
with
imagine-
incredible force,
image.
often
Yeah, you
knocking
know how a
completely off.
shotgun blows somebody away in a movie? Yeah, imagine that except times 10.
Okay, some of these higher level ammos, or most of them, basically combine two different ammo types into one. Okay, so yeah, this is basically the polonium rounds and the with the force up rounds. Yep.
Well, I can say.
Just turn one of them into a fucking ballerina.
Yep. And I think it's safe to say that if I'd known about these rounds in my own playthroughs, that would have been very handy for the final fight against our main baddie, because, oh my god, he's such a pain in the ass with a regular fucking weapon mods that I found.
Oh. What is it with these mercenaries and ballet?
That guy
Maybe, maybe this world's mercenary teams all just had a desire to be ballet dancers, and it all failed miserably.
Yeah.
If you're going to die, may as well get one last routine in.
And not to mention, it looked like his legs got stretched out too, so.
Oh,
Okay.
your shot.
There we go. Let's see, night. Okay, so I have to come out of the lurk to tell y'all something I found while doom scrolling, which I generally find insane. Is it about the Ubisoft? Is it about the Sands of Time remake and how it was basically done when they canned it, or is it some other bullshit?
Stay back! I've got no grief with you. All I want is this bastard.
Please! He's a madman! Mr. Toombs, you're insane! You need help!
It's Corporal! Corporal Toombs! You don't get to lie! Not today! Today it all comes out!
What all comes out? I'm listening, but I need you to put that gun down.
You don't understand! I don't want to kill anyone! I want to go to sleep without screaming in my dreams! I want the people who sent me to Akuz brought to justice!
Can't you see that Toombs is crazy? Shoot him!
But if I can't get that, I'll have to settle for killing the men who took my life away.
Of
Can I
course, the
actually just
renegade
say, let's
officers
just knock
shoot
out the
him.
doctor?
What did the doctor do to you, Corporal?
We were on Akuz. When the Thresher Maws hit, my entire unit was wiped out. The Thresher Maws, the scientists were studying them. They let them hit our unit just to watch. I woke up in a holding cell. The scientists were delighted I'd survived. Now they had someone to run tests on.
What kind of tests are we talking about?
You can't believe Toombs! He doesn't have any proof! I demand a fair trial!
Ever had Thresher Maw acid in your veins? I have. They wanted to see what it would do. They're part of some organization, Cerberus, that runs secret tests like this. They treated me like a lab animal. This is justice. This man deserves to die. So, are you going to kill me or not?
Let's make this.
You're better than this, Toombs. You're not like them.
Don't tell me what I am! Nobody knows who I am! Those bastards took it all away. They ran their tests until I screamed, until I cried. I couldn't remember my own name half the time. I should be dead, like my unit. I'm nothing. Why am I too good to murder him?
Okay, I believe. Is this actually going to be the? Like I said very early on, it's mostly the last options that actually give Paragon and Renegade points.
I'm gonna go with this is worse for him.
Yeah, I'd say it doesn't matter in this one. It might affect your score either way, but I'd say pick whatever you want.
Yeah, we're already maxed out on charm anyways.
Because you want to see him squirm on trial as all his ugly deeds come out.
Hadn't thought of it like that. Okay. I'm no murderer. They couldn't make me one. Just as long as he goes to trial. Maybe the screaming will stop now. I don't know.
Also, I'm no murderer points at the pile of bodies outside with the mercenaries.
Yep.
Those bastards can't hurt you anymore. Joker, tell the 5th Fleet we need a ship for pickup.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Toom stares morosely at the floor, lost in his memories. You give the scientist a shove towards the door. Your mission is complete. The Alliance courts will take it from here. Okay, let's see. Night. Apparently one of the RuneScape's devs is currently on trial in court for stealing 700k worth of in-game gold. The guy is accused for hacking into players' accounts and stealing their gold and selling it for real money worth around 700k. The reasoning on why it's going to court is because the gold has real value if it exists inside a game. Well, because people are willing to pay actual money for it. That's what makes it actually have an actual value. Also, Tali, what the fuck are you up to? She's just very anxious, apparently.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That or she needs to go to the
more?
bathroom.
There's more in chat.
I'll be right back. I think food's ready.
Let's see. Night, meaning that reasoning can be applied in the future in court with virtual currencies in games. Okay, it's basic. As long as people are willing to pay actual money for virtual currency, cough cough crypto, yeah, it can be stated that it has actual value. Okay. Honestly, I'd honestly say that basically any gold in any online game has probably more is probably more fungible than freaking crypto. It's probably a lot more stable as well. Okay, get out of here. No welcome?
Message coming in.
Yep, there's the welcome.
Patching it through.
I reviewed your report on the situation, Commander. I'm glad to see you were able to take Dr. Wayne in alive. Now we can put him on trial and get some answers. Corporal Toombs seems to have found some closure, and hopefully with therapy, he'll have a normal life again someday. Thank you again for your assistance, Commander. 5th Fleet out.
And yeah, if we'd had the Soul Survivor background, well, honestly, because Toombs is there, it would just technically make you a survivor, not the Soul Survivor.
Yeah, I kind of wonder how that would be dealt with. Like, I wonder if you're the sole survivor, is it technically that you and him are part of two separate pressure moth soul surviving incidents?
I believe I believe you'd be able to recognize him, and he recognize you, with other dialogue options from that.
Yeah.
Klobaka is a moderately sized terrestrial world with a hazy hydrocarbon atmosphere. Its surface is mainly composed of chlorides with deposits of solid and liquid form hydrocarbons. The 2 millennia to go around. It's 60-hour day, 0.8, 7 Celsius average, and 0.9 gravity.
So
yeah, not a pleasant place to stay.
Say, yeah, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the Krogan named that planet.
And nothing in the belt from the looks of it.
Yeah.
Klugon's hydrogen-helium atmosphere is given a fairly dramatic emerald tint by chlorine and ionized gases. It has nearly 100 moons. Yeah, at one point you're going to get, you're really going to run out of interesting ways to describe just basic gas clouds, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see. Matal. Several attempts to chart Matal have been made, but none have been successful. By normal standards, a small rock planet, Matal has a dense atmosphere composed of carbon dioxide and argon, with a surprising amount of water vapor. Fogs and rain are common on the barren, lifeless surface. Matal is pleasant enough to be considered a terraforming prospect, though its low mass and the high radiation of the energetic blue star Herschel place it fairly far down on the list. Okay, 200 years to a year, 35 hours to a day, half atmosphere. Okay, pretty good Celsius, and half gravity.
One, two,
Just make
three.
it under.
Hello.
Okay. Why the hell are people having trouble mapping that place then? Also, welcome back.
I have no idea.
Tungel is a massive terrestrial world nearly twice the size of Earth with a dense atmosphere of nitrogen and ethane. Its scorching hot surface is mainly composed of iron with extensive deposits of heavy metals and radioactives. It is a mineralogical treasure trove and many corporations are lobbying for mining rights. Okay. 86 years, 42 hours, double atmosphere, extreme temperature, and almost double gravity.
Yep. Also, I got
Silly
food,
fun.
so I switched to push to talk.
Okay.
Sorry.
MSV Vedele.
Kinda.
Okay. Kowloon-class modular conveyor of human design. In addition to the standard cargo bay, the hull has several biological research modules attached. Registry private owner, Dr. R. Hart. Well, we're going to board.
Yeah. And based on those last two planets, I was gonna say, based on those last two planets, I think Matal is not the correct name for the third planet, and Tungel should have been named Matal because it's got a lot of metal.
Exterior atmosphere.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Immediately, we've got a red dot on the map, or triangle.
Yeah. We're not being jammed, so that's a good sign.
Actually, we haven't run into Geth in a while, so I don't even know if our combat scanner can pierce their stuff.
Yeah. Oh. Well, he went down like a sack of shit when you shot him.
It could probably be because, well, my my shotgun is loaded with sledgehammer rounds.
Yeah. And I was also gonna say just now, is it just me or do these test subject things look like a cross between a husk and a creeper?
Yeah.
They might be.
Let's see.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from those things.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
You're crazy.
Bit much there, Garrus.
Don't let him do this to me.
Yep.
We'll take him in, drop him off with the military.
But we have him. We can't let him get away. Not again.
If he dies, we'll never know what he's been up to, or how he did it. We'll take him in, interrogate him, and he'll serve his time.
Okay. You're right. You're a very lucky Solarian. You owe the Commander your life.
Oh, thank you so very much.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
There we go, just put a bunch
So
of
he dies
bullets in
anyway.
his ass.
What was the point of that?
But yeah, for a very blue Turian, Garrus has a heavy leaning towards Renegade, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, like he is still very Paragon, but some of his vengeance leanings are a little more a renegade.
Yeah.
You can't predict how people will act, Garrus, but you can control how you'll respond. In the end, that's what really matters.
Yeah. I don't think I ever met anyone like you, Commander. Well, I guess we're done here.
Salion's medical equipment is stained with the blood of many species. Pale blue, violet, orange, and more than a few dark red. But his work has ended here. Time to head back to Normandy. And plunge another freighter into the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And steal a bunch of loot before we leave.
Well, we can't really steal shit. Oh wait, no, decryption.
Well,
You're looking for decryption.
I suppose, yeah, stealing shit is not the right word. I suppose I should say,
Salvaging.
I know the right term I should...
Sniper.
Yeah, reclaim. I was thinking reclaim.
Just dove right into that one. Let's see. Let's just reduce to Omni. There. Not return to Monkey, but return to Omni. Those amps are still pretty good to find, because we just get so freaking few of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is one of the only playthroughs I've seen where somebody has come across so many biotic amps.
It's just completely empty.
In all of my, I think, 3 or 4 playthroughs of Mass Effect, the first Mass Effect, I don't think I've ever come across biotic amp in my playthroughs.
Okay.
At least not ones that I didn't buy through the store, because I got really lucky finding a market dealer that was selling them.
Alright. There we go. And out of this pit. Leave.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Alright. We've got about half an hour to go.
Which means if we find a nice short mission, we should be able to do that, maybe?
Let's see.
The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
We already asked Joker what his thoughts were on the last mission. He probably won't tell anything about the others. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he'll have anything to say unless it's a more major mission.
Okay. Let's see what we have left. I should probably also take a look at how many of the collectibles we found.
Death incursions, investigate shipments.
Depot 20. Right, yeah.
Still got a fair few things.
I believe this one wasn't visible before, because we have been to here. We can double check those systems just to be sure.
Yeah. But I think once we hit Vermeer, then that'll be... we'll have effectively reached the halfway point.
Yeah, or at least about 3/4. Let's see. Orbiting at an unbelievable distance of 710 AU over 66 billion kilometers from Gorgon, Slakon is a huge gas giant with an atmosphere tainted by methane and chlorine. Okay. Let's see. Charblu. A standard hydrogen and helium gas giant, the methane in Charblu's atmosphere gave it an azure hue. The Usari crew who initially surveyed the system during Earth's 17th century named Charblu after a then-popular soprano. The singer was renowned for her unusual skin tone, which was quite similar to that of the planet. Okay.
Which tells us that very bright blue is very rare among the Athari.
Yeah. At least it wasn't named by the French, and it would have been named Sacre. Cameron is a terrestrial world with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and argon. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of iron with deposits of nickel. Like Woe, Cameron is tight-locked to the blue giant, forever looking into the face of the Gorgon. Okay, almost 666 years. Only 0.2 atmosphere. Okay, that is the highest temperature we've seen so far, I think.
Yeah.
And about half gravity.
The surface does look like it's almost lava, so...
Vectra. Vectra is a typical hydrogen and helium gas giant with traces of methane and sodium in its atmosphere. The heat of the star Gorgon is slowly blasting away the gas giant's massive atmosphere, which is visible as a long, dim tail that trails behind the planet. Okay. Here's Wuo, or however you're supposed to say that. A terrestrial planet only known from scan data picked up by unmanned probes. Though over 760 AU from the blue giant Gorgon, temperatures in Wuo's orbit are still dangerously high. Only ships with very powerful heat radiating systems can venture that deep into the system. Fortunately, Wuo is not a terribly interesting world. It has a thin atmosphere of nitrogen and methane, and the scorching surface is mainly composed of alumina with deposits of platinum. The world is tightly locked to Gorgon, leaving the sunward side scorching and irradiated scorched and irradiated wasteland, and the dark side of frigid and ice crusted. There was supposed to be another word there, or this one is extra.
Yeah.
Orbit and day of 158 years. Half pressure. Okay, that is the highest now so far.
Yep. Almost 12,000 degrees. Jesus hell.
Okay. And 0.7 gravity.
With those kinds of temperatures, I say, do you like your stew vaporized?
This space station appears to have been assembled from used off-the-shelf civilian ship modules of diverse origins. There are no obvious hull markings, and it is not broadcasting any ID signal. Okay, so either Black Ops or illegal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Equalizing
bring our brute force and the brains.
Atmosphere.
Yep.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley.
And of course, everything is red already on the scanner.
Yeah. If they're doing anything illegal, we should turn on their broadcaster so that they can be picked up.
Or we just send another thing, and yet another ship into the freaking sun.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, immediately corpses. And Ragni.
Oh,
why
well, that explains a lot.
Okay. Oh.
A shotgun is actually not a bad idea.
Dumbass. No. Like, I'm
Use
pretty sure you'd pick
shotgun.
your teeth with that.
Yeah.
Yep. As Telly gets blasted full in the face. Oh my.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Oh my. Things just got very not safe for work.
Okay, this place is a bit of a maze. For a second I thought that it was freaking Spartan armor.
For a second there, I thought he was the bloody mess.
Okay. Another corpse. Okay.
Good thing we brought Rex and enough guns to serve as industrial fly spotters, huh?
Finally. So I'm pretty sure we'll see more of that armor in the second game.
Yeah, I was gonna say back up a second and look at him again. Yeah, the armor. I gotta say the coloring looks very familiar. Yeah.
Okay, finally you get an upgrade, and you go from red to red still.
What I want to know is, like, does she buy herself another set of, like the cloth pattern with the swirls on it?
Oh no.
I'm guessing those come with the armor.
Really quick, can I get you to look at the guy's chest plate for a second? Just to be sure. Damn, no, I can't see the marking. I was hoping to see, like, the insignia. for his company on there.
Let's see. Anyone in the cockpit? Oh, hello. You
Yeah,
find a
that guy,
bloody
right?
but functional data recorder on this woman's body.
It's a shame it's
Okay.
not like.
Bit of a captain's...
So far, I don't think I've seen too many of the audio recorders that actually seem to give us actual audio that we can hear.
Oh. Message logs, error, comm system damaged, unrecoverable data.
Oh,
Your
Jesus.
at the depot Sigma 23 is commendable. The project has potential to our strategic goals. It is important, utmost care, and the subjects, remember, are not mere being or something, but assets. They're corrupt and underestimated. Reminds me during the first contact, necessary to think chessboard, anticipate their moves. Every piece counts. Sacrifice is necessary, I'm guessing, but never without purpose. Ensure measures are in place. I will not tolerate failure. This operation is vital to Cerberus.
Yep.
Again, something ski. Okay, and that's a fucking bomb.
Yeah. Jesus fuck. Okay. So I guess I'll.
Personal data recorder for Major Elena Flores. Play the first entry. Sigma 23 is almost fully operational. The barracks and storage lockers are complete, and we've begun stocking the munitions. It's highly unlikely the Alliance will patrol in the nebula. I expect our only risk will be from pirates, and who'll believe them? Looks like we'll have space for 2 reinforced platoons of Cerberus commandos.
Cerberus? I've about had it with those guys.
Yeah.
Me too.
All
Rex.
of us.
Me too.
Play the second entry.
Yep.
The package arrived today for field testing. I'm told they're fundamentally similar to the units being developed on Novaria. They promise this batch will be stable. Something about them developing in proximity to the master control unit. We detected some pirates setting up an anchorage in a neighboring system. I think we'll try deploying them there first.
Well, I think I know how that went, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think it's safe to say that right now we can say Cerberus has done nothing useful to us.
Yeah. Apparently they've got their talents in exogeny as well.
Play the last entry. They've escaped containment. Clever bastards. We treated them like animals. We should have treated them like POWs. They're spreading. Boarding the supply ships and sending them to random destinations. They'll be all over the cluster in a week. General, if you recover this message, my advice is, screw the Rachni. They're too smart. Use one of the other projects. Flores, signing off. For the final time.
This is a familiar story. A failed experiment with the Rachni. Nice to see humans are consistently stupid.
Well, he's
Let's
not
go.
wrong there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The escaped Rachni definitely came from this station, though the motives behind this Cerberus group are vague. To prevent further contamination, arm the station, scuttle charges, and evacuate to the Normandy.
Well.
Okay, arm the scram charge, and let's scram!
1 minute? Fuck you!
Oh, Jesus fuck. And there's a lot of fucking bugs on our tail. Run, run, run. Oh, and ahead of us too.
Get in.
Shit.
Just shove you. Getting close to the cap again. Bit of a bad timing for that. Just gel that stuff.
Yeah, just find the exit and go. Don't worry about the bugs unless they're right in your way.
Okay.
Goddamn.
Well, good luck, you two.
This is gonna be. I hit the launch button right as the ship goes. Boom.
There we go. Leave. No, we're not even bothering with the airlock cycling. Just GTFO.
Yeah.
Logged.
The door is
commanding
barely shutting, and all of a sudden it's like,
aboard. XO
gone.
Presley stands
To
relieved.
be honest, scuttle charges would not actually blow up something completely. It would just basically just cause it to fall apart, not go boom. Or it shouldn't, at
I think
least.
it's safe to say, even with them placed really close to the reactor of the ship, the most it would do is probably create a small dent and then set up a chain reaction that is gonna happen eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been here before. I recognize Canrum. Okay. I think we've got time to take a peek at least one more.
Yeah, but that'll be about
Hades
it.
Gamma with Plutus and Antheus. Let's see, Vayaria. Trace of methane in its atmosphere.
Of course, why give it a fancy description? It's not even that fancy.
Anything in the belt? Doesn't look like it. Okay, next. No Noel. Oh, we can land here.
I think.
Heat hazards. Though it is one of the oldest entries in the star charts, No Noel has not yet been fully mapped. It is the largest body in the asteroid belt of the blue star Plutus. Not only large enough to maintain a spherical shape, but also massive enough to retain the noxious carbon and sulfur dioxides venting from its many volcanoes as of atmosphere. Nonuel is rapidly volcanic, and the source of its great heat is also the source of its inordinate mass. Nonuel is a secondary source of element zero, coalesced around a large chunk of Ezo ejected by a supernova billions of years ago. Surface conditions are extremely hazardous. In addition to the thin crust and numerous magma flows, wide stretches of the landscape are coated with slippery ash and cinders ejected from the volcanoes. Okay, it goes round in 94 years, 47-hour day, 0.9 atmosphere, 127 Celsius average, and 0.85 gravity.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that description says enough. If you need to mine a lot of element zero, go there.
Probably. Let's see. And that's the first planet where we can land where we don't actively have a quest. Huh. Clockrolus is a modest rock planet, roughly the size of Mars. It is a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its scorching hot surface is mainly composed of silicate rock with deposits of aluminum and other light metals. Clockrolus has a very weak magnetic field. In addition to very high levels of solar radiation, it is not suitable for Mass Effect drive discharge operations. Okay. 25 years, 57 hours, 0.4 atmosphere, 121 average, and 0.4 gravity. We can survey this though. Samarium. Maedla. Terrestrial planet with a light atmosphere of carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide. The surface is hot and mainly composed of magnesia with deposits of sulfur. Over a dozen volcanoes are currently erupting across the surface.
Hence the temperature.
3.3 years, 34 hours, 0.5 atmosphere about, and almost 500 degree average Celsius. Yeah, we're not going to land anywhere near there. Minito? A sun-baked wasteland of sodium chlorates and radioactives. It is relatively light. Its relatively light mass has left it tidally locked to the star Plutus, with a day-side hot pole and a night-side cold pole. The powerful solar wind has stripped most of the atmosphere away. 1.4 years, 0.2 atmosphere, 675 degree average, and about half gravity. And we find some uranium.
Yeah. So we can see a faint glow of atmosphere, but it's barely there.
Let me do a quick check. Let's see. Asari writings. Okay, I thought we'd found about 10 by now, but no, only 7.
Oh.
We need to find a bunch more metals. Let's see. Yep. And that's the 10-minute timer going off. How are we on the Turing insignias? 3 to go? Okay. And yeah, that is the DLC mission. Okay, but that will have to all wait for next time. Yeah, not much that we got done on the main story, but let's be honest. Like with The Witcher, half of the fun with these games comes not from just the main story, but all the other stuff around it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the funny little bullshit and all the mysteries and so on.
Okay. So yeah, let's head on out and look for someone to raid before we end the stream. Okay. Exit there. Alright. Now, let's have ourselves a look around. A bit Come on, log in. Okay, did this fail over here or something? No, it just reloads. Okay, let's see who's online. We've got Cider Delish, who is playing Terraria. It's actually got another freaking new quote-unquote last update. 6 years after the previous one, I think. Then we've got Codenamed Ferret, who is playing Call to Arms Gates to Hell. Jimmy McGinger is playing The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. Graham the Wolf is playing Sonic Adventure 2. And WBPL is playing XCOM, Terror from the Deep.
That's a XCOM I've never heard of.
That's old. Yeah, that's one of the. That's like the expansion pack for the original XCOM.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If they ever make another XCOM game, I think they at one point should remake the original XCOM and its sequels. Just keep the mechanics, but make it a lot more easy to play. Because that's the type of game that you really need a freaking manual for, huh?
Well, the XCOM we got for PS3 and all that was kind of a bit of a reboot, I guess you could say.
Yeah. It's the enemy unknown and enemy within.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm still a bit sour about what the Bureau XCOM got turned into, because the original stuff on that looks a lot more freaking interesting. But yeah. The obnoxious fans being obnoxious and all that. Anyway, do any of these sound of interest, or shall I take a pick?
You take a pick.
Your choice.
Let me actually check the rated recently. Let's go visit Cider. Make sure that the place is actually muted before we go take a look. There we go. Copy. Okay. Back to our place. Yep, there we go. Now, /raid and paste. But of course, before we get started with that, thank you everyone who may have been watching live or later. Thank you, Knight. Thank you, Aurora. And there wasn't anyone else talking today. I do see that Sensei has been lurking. Hello there, been a bit. And as always, thank you, Drakir, Ram, and Dervin.
You're welcome so much, my friend. And thank you all for joining watching this madness.
You're
welcome indeed.
I'm gonna go pass out. You guys have a good night.
Okay. See ya.
See ya.
And yeah. We'll be continuing with this and likely actually getting to Vermeer next time on Thursday, if we get to start, reasonably on time. Tomorrow, though, we will be returning to Zenless Zone Zero, and because I know ahead of time that I need to go make my own dinner with that, we should be able to start at the planned time of 6 p.m. European time.
Yeah, and Derby, you're welcome to join that if you want.
Yeah, we'll see on that one, but
it would be. Consider. We will be starting 1 hour earlier than we do on the Mass Effect days.
Yeah.
So before I'm even moving, probably.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just if you
that.
want to, of course. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said you're welcome to join. Since, yeah, if you want, obviously.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's see. Friday, free day. And yeah, Saturday, we return to The Witcher, where, yeah, I really want to know what the hell is up with the main story with Blood and Wine. It actually has me curious, though I'm not really.
Yeah.
We don't really have much info to speculate on. But yeah, we'll just have to see then. But for now, let's get this raid started. And yeah, thank you again for watching. And until next time, have a nice day. And until then.
Be safe, everyone. Sleep well, and watch out for undead seagulls.
And unexpected Thorian creepers.
And creepy Solarian doctors.